He never looked at me like I was invisible. That's where it all began. I know what I am. Just the girl who sweeps his floors, washes his dishes, folds his shirts, invisible, background noise, part of the routine, but he never treated me that way. He smiled when I walked in, always said thank you, always remembered my name. He once offered me coffee, not in a steel glass but a ceramic mug. And I remember thinking, he sees me. He's older than me, polished, kind, his presence is calm, his voice deeper in the mornings. And sometimes, when he walks past me in the hallway, I stop breathing. I know my place, I never cross lines, but emotions don't ask for permission. And I think I started falling for him the day he came home drunk, sad, eyes red. I made him ginger tea, sat across the kitchen table, said nothing. He looked at me and whispered, everyone leaves. You never do. That night, he didn't look at me like a maid. He looked at me like I was safe. I still fold his shirts every morning, still leave fresh flowers by his window, still pretend I don't love him when his fiancée visits. But deep inside, my heart beats a little louder every time he walks by. Because I was never supposed to feel this. But I did, quietly, deeply, fully, and he still doesn't know. It had been weeks since that night. The night he whispered, you never leave. I told myself it meant nothing. But something changed after that. He started waiting for me in the mornings, greeting me with sleepy eyes and a soft, good morning, before his meetings. He noticed when I wore my hair differently. He noticed when I didn't smile. One afternoon, while dusting the bookshelf, I found an old photo frame knocked behind the books, his childhood picture. I picked it up, wiped it gently, and placed it on the table. That evening, he walked in, looked at it, then at me, and said, you see things no one else sees. I didn't know what to say, so I just nodded and turned away, heart racing, throat dry. Then came today. I was folding his laundry. Same routine, same silence. He walked in, leaned against the door, arms crossed. Watching me. You take care of everything here, he said softly. I smiled politely. That's my job. He walked closer. No, he said. That's who you are. He stood just inches from me now. His hand brushed against mine as he took the shirt from me, slow, deliberate. I looked up, and for the first time, he looked at me the way I've looked at him for months. Not like staff, not like background, but like something fragile, something beautiful. He didn't kiss me, he didn't touch me again, but he held that gaze and whispered, if I ever fall in love again, it'll be with someone who folds my shirts like they're touching my soul. And then he left the room, leaving me shaking, but smiling, because maybe, he already knows. The days that followed were quieter, but everything felt different now. He still greeted me in the mornings, still asked about my day, still smiled when I brought him his tea. But now, there was a tension in the air, a weight neither of us could ignore. It was on a Wednesday night when it finally happened. The house was quiet, he had come home early, the lights dimmed, and a soft rain tapping against the windows. I was cleaning the kitchen, wiping the counters, lost in the rhythm of the chores, when I heard his voice behind me. You can stop pretending now. I turned around. He was standing in the doorway, eyes softer than I'd ever seen them. Not the stern, businesslike man I'd known, but something else. Something I'd always wanted to see. I know what you feel, he said, his voice low but certain. My heart skipped. My breath caught. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to respond. You've been so careful, he continued, stepping closer. You've been trying so hard to keep things professional, keep your distance. But I see you. I opened my mouth to speak, but he stopped me, taking another step toward me, his hand brushing mine. His touch wasn't accidental this time. It was intentional. The same softness, the same familiarity. I don't want you to hide anymore, he said, the distance between us disappearing with every word. And then, his lips found mine. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't forceful. It was just, inevitable. A kiss full of all the moments we'd kept locked away. A kiss that said everything we hadn't dared say aloud. When we pulled away, he rested his forehead against mine, breathing hard. I never should have made you feel invisible, he whispered. But you're not. Not to me. I closed my eyes, letting the words sink in. Letting the weight of this forbidden love fill the spaces between us. And in that moment, everything changed. I wasn't just the house help anymore. And he wasn't just the man who paid me. We were two people who'd been hiding the same secret for far too long. And now, we didn't need to hide anymore.